Hello and welcome to the video. This video is about the Legend of Zelda. And I had technically let me frame this correctly. I believe Zelda 1 and 2 made no mention of false gods or goddesses that I know of. And then in Zelda 3, at the time that I first played Zelda 3, I was too young and inexperienced to understand that it was absolutely wrong to play that game. And it's definitely wrong to play Zelda Ocarina of Time. And I'll explain why. It promotes a false god and an idol. And in fact, it opens the story by explaining to you that it is promoting a false god and an idol because it claims that the Triforce is omnipotent and omniscient, and those are qualities that only the true creator God could ever possess. All right. But you are told in writing at the beginning of Zelda 3, if you watch the scroll, the ticker for the game playing itself in the demo, it actually tells you in writing that the Triforce is supposed to be omnipotent and omniscient, and it's nothing more than three golden triangles and idol. All right. Um, and likewise in Ocarina of Time, by the time I played Ocarina of Time, the real God was convicting me that Ocarina of Time was definitely wrong. And it opens by claiming that there are three golden goddesses that the Japanese don't even believe in either, but it claims that there are three golden goddesses that created the Triforce, and that both the three golden goddesses and the Triforce are omnipotent and omniscient, which is blasphemy because there can only be one true omnipotent being. That's what the word omnipotent means. All right. And by the way, for you adults that don't even know what the word blasphemy means that you knowingly made a false statement against the true God by claiming that either God himself was evil or wrong, or by claiming that there was another God different from God that was somehow superior to God. That's what blasphemy means. And it means you go to hell for it. That is what's wrong with the entire Zelda franchise. It was absolutely written to paganize the United States, and it's been largely successful. I've actually seen people put bumper stickers and rearview mirror stickers and rear screen stickers on their trucks and cars portraying the Triforce and the three golden goddesses of Zelda. But just in case you don't know, that's what's wrong with the Zelda franchise. It promotes a false god or goddesses, one or more false gods or goddesses, instead of the true God. And technically, while I'm on it, although he claimed to be a Christian, J.R.R. Tolkien wrote the fantasy epic The Lord of the Rings, and if you pay close attention in The Lord of the Rings, it never tells you this in the original trilogy that he released, nor in The Hobbit. But by the time you get to the Silmarillion, you find out that he is promoting a provably false god. He is promoting something that he invented called Eru Iluvatar, and the Valar and Maiar are false gods that supposedly helped create the universe. There is only one creator God, and he does not share power with other beings. But that's what's wrong with our culture is our culture swallows any pill that is offered to it except the truth. Except EXCEPT, except the truth. Our culture swallows anything except the truth. That's what I'm getting to. It's everywhere. They go out of their way to insert false gods and goddesses into every video game that exists and everything else that exists. Every comic book is like that. Just about every novel I've ever encountered is like that. Either it's full of murder and rape, or it's and I put it down, or it's full of false gods and goddesses and I put it down. I quit reading novels because they're full of lies. They're full of falsehoods. The authors intentionally write falsehoods into them to deceive you into believing their own falsehoods or just to be stupid. In some cases, it literally is just to be stupid and different. And I would never call if I were an author, which I've tried to be a couple times, and I've even fallen into the same trap as the X-Men comic a few times. But if I were an author, I would by no means call a fictional character a god or goddess. Complete falsehood.